Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women, but this is a guy that was all man. This man was strong and tough, and I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable.
It's funny. It's funny, Chris. He doesn't want to be boring, but he wants to be boorish, right? I mean, he wants to actually not only talk about locker rooms and a famous golfer in one, but also act like he's in a locker room when he's at a rally, in the way and manner which he talks, and the language he uses, and the indecency which he shows. I mean, it's unbelievable. I would guess that if you gave True Serum to any single Republican on his campaign or any single Republican in Congress and said, is this a good idea? Every one of them 100% would say, no, bad idea. Donald Trump can't help himself in the course of this. He's going to do this, I think, up until the final minutes of the campaign, because this is who he is. I think he amuses himself when he says this, because part of the reason he thinks is funny is, I can say whatever I want to say, and people will keep coming to a rally, and all those people will keep showing up and keep applauding him.
Matthew, I have to ask you about Donald Trump trolling Kamala Harris with these baseless claims that she never worked at McDonald's. He put on an apron, he salted the fries, and pardon the pun, peppered in the insults. Take a listen.
It was a big part of her resume that she worked at McDonald's, how tough a job it was. She specifically worked at the French fry, where they make the French fries, and she talked about the heat. It was so tough. She never worked at McDonald's. McDonald's just confirmed that again, by the way. She never worked at McDonald's. In other words, she's lying, Kamala.
A Harris spokesperson responded by saying, when Trump feels desperate, all he knows how to do is lie. He can't understand what it's like to have a summer job because he was handed millions on a silver platter only to blow it. On the other hand, there are other people who I've heard say, you know what, it makes him seem more approachable. He was kind of funny in that. What do you think that accomplished, if anything?
I think it makes him look like a clown, actually. I mean, first of all, he lies throughout of it, so I guess he gave a side order of lies in the course of whatever he was serving up. The other thing is, it was a complete dad joke. I mean, it was a total made-up stop. They shut the McDonald's down, and then they had supporters practice going through the drive-through. So it wasn't even a day that the McDonald's was open for business. So he was in there in this faux sort of shtick that he does. I don't think it was smart of him. I think he should be wanting to talk about the economy and inflation and the border and crime. And here he is, dressed up in his red tie and white shirt at a McDonald's that was shut down for him on purpose. And so I actually don't think it's smart. I think it's stupid strategically for him, because he should be talking about issues that he has an advantage on, not doing this shtick at McDonald's.
Megan, I saw you said that McDonald's was a humanizing moment for Trump. It has been trending on Twitter. Do you think it helps him?
So I said he threw some salt over his shoulder, and because he's superstitious. That was the humanizing moment. I actually think that going to a McDonald's that was closed down is a campaign stunt. I think that politicians do local stops all of the time, and they interact with people who are there, who are ordering food, if it's an ice cream shop or a deli or something, and the employees. I think that this is another moment that he is wasting, not talking about the issues and not talking about the economy. And I just think that he only did this to jab the vice president, and pointing out that she came from a middle-class background and understands people who are going through struggles in their economic outlook right now. I think only humanizes the vice president. So I think I think that this stunt it's successful because it's being played in the media, but again, it's playing to his base, not to the undecided voters who really matter.
Hello, all. Okay, first off, Arnold Palmer, these profane, lewd comments Trump made. I just want to say for the record, anybody who's jumping into my comments, that's constantly calling me all kinds of names and telling me I'm an idiot and everything else, feel free. If you wish to insult me, use that one. Tell everybody who will listen how well endowed I am. That's the kind of slam that I'll take. McDonald's, all that mess. That's in the industry. That's what they know as a twofer. Of course, it was a troll at Kamala Harris because, of course, she lied again and never worked there. And he's bringing that up. And it was a man of the people photo op. Of course it was. Of course it was closed. They've tried to kill him 3 times in the last 2 months. You think the Secret Service is going to let a currently operating McDonald's let him just jump in there? I mean, it's obvious that it was staged. How many times did you see Joe Biden eating freaking ice cream? Same thing. Get over it. He's not talking about those policies in that particular moment, and he don't need to. He already won them. We'll see you in November.